Hello and welcome to this channel where I talk about marriage, relationships and family. If that's something you're interested in, like and subscribe. Today I'm so excited about this topic. Bend a little for your spouse. Ha! Very funny, right? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, anywho, I watched a movie, and in this movie the man was in a race. It was a family reunion and he was in a race with his son and other family members. So this man had a sibling rivalry, always in competition with a brother, and his goal was to beat his brother. So it was like an obstacle race. So they reached a point and it was time for him to go over, sort of climb up something and go over it. And the son was right there. All he could hear was, I need to win my brother, because I need to prove to him that I'm much better than him. And the son down here tried to go up that part and he failed. And he said, "Dad, could you help me?" He cried out in a small voice, desperate. And the dad looked at him and looked at his big brother and let him go and continued with the race. And he won the race. His little boy was left there crying. Everyone was cheering him on, but his son was left feeling like a loser. What's the point of this story? In marriage, we need to bend a little for our spouses. Yes. Sometimes the goal, the deadline is too urgent, it's too important, and it feels like your spouse is letting you down. But remember, you are working as a team. Remember, you decided to do life together. Remember that without you, they are incomplete, and without them you are incomplete. That goal that you're trying to chase, that feels like is very, very important, will not make sense. The celebration of its achievement will not be that meaningful if you achieve it at the expense of your spouse. Bend a little for them. Sometimes, or many a times, you find that your spouse is a bit slower. They haven't gotten the idea. They have not got it all figured out yet. They're still dealing with anger issues. They're still dealing with financial issues. They're just slow in certain areas. And the whole idea of breaking it down, helping them understand the picture and all, seems like a lot of work, and you get so exhausted. You know, you want to treat your wife, you want to treat your husband as one of your colleagues at work in the boardroom that is getting a concept just like you are. Expatriate in education, speaking to an expatriate in education. Slow down. You are probably an expatriate in economics, in finances, in investments, but your partner is an amateur in those areas. So the whole process of breaking it down for them, enabling them see what you see, and giving them the why, and allowing them to buy into your idea, is so tasking. But at the end of the day, when you do it together, the return of investment is worth it. You'd rather delay than move forward and celebrate a win that you didn't achieve together. Of course, this doesn't apply in all areas of marriage, in all decisions, but there are certain decisions where it's critical that you bend a little for your spouse. Bend a little for them, wait for them, help them, lift them up, and get on the same page, then move towards achieving that goal. There's moments when you need that warm cup of tea. You will need that person to confide in. You will need that person to hug you and say, "Well done, it's okay." To cheer you on when the world is seeing you as a loser. When the news is buzzing with negativity about you, they'll always be your champion. You'll always be their champion. You'll always be their number one. And that is your family. that is your partner, it makes all the sense. It's worth it. It's worth it. Bend a little for your spouse.